Man, we got to talk about this, man. Mark Schlereth, Fox analyst, three-time Super Bowl champion, has to be arrested, has to be put in handcuffs. He just blatantly lied on the stand, and the evidence is overwhelming. This is what they do when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. They straight make up stories and fabricate things, and then we catch them red-handed. He should be put in handcuffs, man. You are now tuned into a brand new episode of the Simple Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. For today, man, we got to put Mark Schlereth in handcuffs. We got to whisk him away. He blatantly lied on the stand, and the evidence, man, is overwhelming. And we're going to talk about it right after this.
Let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same. It's my bro K-Sap, talking up topics for your optics, from politics to your cockpits. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio, stereo, pumping high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic, man. I got something to say.
Man, y'all guys know I got something to say. And man, we got to talk about it, man. We did a show earlier talking about Mark Schlereth, how he slandered and hated on Shedeur Sanders, hated on Shiloh Sanders because of what Shiloh Sanders said to Mary Kay Cabot when Mary Kay Cabot dropped her little bombshell news. And now Mark Schlereth is taking shots at Shedeur Sanders, talking about the two legendary stuff is bullshit. Talking about he needs to grow up. It's a reason why you was a 5th round pick. All kinds of stuff that Mark Schlereth was saying. But I got the evidence, and it's clear. It's overwhelming evidence that this man needs to be arrested and held in contempt of court, lying on the stand blatantly. So let's take a listen to what Mark Schlereth had to say earlier yesterday morning, and then I'm going to give you the evidence on why he should be arrested. Let's take a listen to Mark Schlereth right now.
And I'm not sure if you've caught up with the Sanders family discourse here, but a week ago, Mary Kay Cabot, very beloved reporter, very respected reporter in town, reported that Deshaun Watson came out of the first phase of minicamps ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur's brother, Shiloh, then responded on Instagram that go make him a sandwich. He has then doubled and tripled down on this. I'm just curious if you caught up with the Sanders family discourse and any thoughts you might have on it.
I saw it, and frankly, Shedeur Sanders, based on the coaches I talked to, I did several Cleveland games last year. The coaches on the staff, they have no reason to lie to me. There was a lot of work to be done, and on film, and you study him, there was a lot of work left to do. So it doesn't surprise me that Watson's ahead of the game. He's a young player. And so that doesn't surprise me at all. Also doesn't surprise me that the Sanders family had something to say about it. I mean, they are very vocal when it comes to their support of Shedeur, and I think Shedeur has got some, growing up to do, like we all did as young players. And I think he's, got some maturing to do, not only as a person, as we all do, but as a football player. And there was aspects of his game based on the coaches that I talked to, and I talked to a bunch of them, that needed to develop, that needed to be better. So, I can understand where Watson is better. And Shiloh, those comments are, apparently he needs to grow up a little bit too. So this is not about favorites, and this is not about self-anointing, and this is not about I am
under arrest,
him, and all the legendary baloney that came out during the draft and everything else. You got drafted in the 5th round for a reason. Is because your skill set or your interview process or whatever the case may be was not what NFL scouts and NFL management thought it should be. And that's why you got drafted there. There wasn't a conspiracy, and Kevin Stefanski didn't say, "Oh, Shadour's in. Let's give him the crappy plays quick." Like, we didn't change the game plan. We didn't we didn't try to sabotage.
Arrested.
The Shaddour stands out there, the sycophants.
This is diabolical.
They're so stupid, and it's so ridiculous.
You're stupid.
The organization, a coach wants to be fired, so he's going to sabotage his young quarterback. Give me a break. You guys cannot be this stupid.
Man, now you heard what Mark Schlereth had to say, taking Mary Kay Cabot's side. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I've always told you, I keep receipts. Y'all know Tony Grossi pulled this stuff, too. Everything that he said about Shaddour pre-draft, and then everything that he was saying when he got drafted. We got receipts. Now, let's take a listen to what Mark Schlereth was saying about Shaddour Sanders pre-draft, because he went up to Colorado and watched him firsthand and had a breakdown of Shaddour Sanders' game. Let's take a listen to what Mark Schlereth said then versus what he's saying now. So let's take a listen.
I think the guy can flat play. I think he's accurate. I think he throws the ball exceptionally well. He throws it on time, and he understands what he sees pre-snap. Zero coverage right here all the way across the board, so you know you got a bunch of one-on-ones. What are we going to throw? The slot fade. When you have zero coverage, you know what? You're getting blitz, and you're getting hit in the mouth. But that is a perfect ball on the slot fade. Understanding, watch him fall away from the blitzer, take the hit, and then that's called dropping it in the freaking bucket right there. Accurate all time. He is a good quarterback. I think he's a first-round talent. He throws with accuracy. His feet are always on time. His ball is on time. This is a guy that understands offense. More importantly, he understands defense and defensive coverage. So you can sit there in the NFL, and this happens all the time. Teams that love you will talk smack about you in hopes that you fall.
Now, y'all heard what Mark Schlereth said. This guy should be arrested. The Browns should come for him, put handcuffs on him, whisk him away. That was diabolical. Look how much emphasis he put on how great Shaddour Sanders was. Now you fitting in the criteria and the narrative that's going out there, and you along for the ride. That's what I tell you. These guys be flip-flopping back and forth. Put him in handcuffs. Get him up out of here. I see everybody in the comment section. #salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh, yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for you. This is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Put him in handcuffs, and we out.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.